Oh, hello, fans of questions from around the world. Welcome back to QOTD, the question of the day show, the only game show that lets you be on the air. Please join us by recording your own video answers to our awesome daily question, including the very special gift that we have for you today.
We're going to show you how you can make it on the air for Friday's big show. But first, let's take a look at our current answer leaders, starting with this week's first QOTD.
Yes, with the early morning show and the snow outside, I feel like I'm opening gifts under the Christmas tree. And your answers and the leaderboard are going to be some incredible gifts. So we begin with Saturday's question, which is, what binge watch made you saddest that there were no more episodes? There's nothing better than a good binge and nothing worse than a good binge ending. I'm currently making my way through 13 seasons of Bob's Burgers. So when I reach the end of that, and then when that show ends, let's just say I'm going to be very, very devastated.
It's like a whole epic in your life over at 13 episodes. I watched all of Little House, 13 episodes, 30 episodes per season. When it was over, it was like I had gone across the country and come back. It was really bad. I was sad. Well, Sunday, we had a different question. Sunday's question of the day was, what is a movie that is just so bad that it's awesome? And I know that we throw the word awesome around here a lot, but I think that there's nothing better than a really, really bad movie. I've got my own collection of awful movies that I watch repeatedly. But Rihanna, Elias, and Quinn, they had other ideas, and there were things that I had not tried yet that actually sounded pretty terribly wonderful. But so these are your answer leaders, the folks that you voted for. So we'll see. We'll see if these guys end up making it to the big show.
And here are the top 3 answers for Monday's question. Tell us about a time that a stranger brought a smile to your face or a tear to your eye. I just love this question. We got so many tearjerker answers.
Oh my God, so many. Yeah, we have spoiler alert, we do have another answer later in the show that I think is guaranteed to elicit some very strong feels. So definitely take a spool through these answers. Next, we have Tuesday's question of the day, which is, what was the best part of elementary school? I think there's just so many different answers, so many activities like gym activities, field day. I played a game called Wall Ball where you threw a ball against a wall and it just entertained us for hours. So we want to hear your answer.
Brilliant. Throw a ball against the wall. This doesn't get much better than that, right?
That was a lazy gym teacher. I'm just saying.
All right, you kids. Today we're going to throw a ball against the wall. I love it.
Perfect. And next we have today's QOTD question of the day, which is, what was the most thoughtful gift you have ever received and who was it from? We have top 3 answers with some very incredible gifts. But we want to hear about the homemade gift that someone put a lot of time and energy and creativity and maybe a little bit of money into that just really warmed your heart. And what can be better than a good gift? I literally can't think of anything.
All right. That is the problem with this month, with March, is that there's no here in the U.S. anyway, there's no big gift giving holiday, and I miss it. This would be a great time of year to get a great gift, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more.
So this is just one example of one of our QOTDs. We've been putting them together all week, every day a new question. And for each of those, there's tons of answers. So go over to beyondtheair.com. You can see all the answers. You can vote for your favorites and help some amazing answer make it to the big show. And while you're there, you can also play our amazing guess and bid game. You can make it to the leaderboard like these folks right over here.
It's not too late to record your answer to this or any of this week's QOTDs for your chance to appear on our Friday Big Show. A little re-gift, if you will. Keith, JJ, Reed, and I host a super fun finale every Friday night at 4 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, or right here at beyondtheair.com.
Excuse me, Trish.
Yes.
This week, it's actually going to be on Thursday instead of Friday. We're moving it to Thursday much, much earlier because you know what? People are watching us from all around the world. And the time that we were showing it, which is 4 o'clock on Friday in New York, was like 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, in some places. And so we're moving it to a different time to make it convenient. And we're just going to go see what do people have to say in places other than, North America, South America, like this little calm of time that we have right here. So I'm looking forward to the Thursday Big Show edition this week.
We're going to make new friends. I'm so excited.
Yay!
8:30 Eastern. Well, this week's today's QOTD, which is number 5, I guess, or number 4, number 5. Yeah. And so there's just one more to finish out the week, and that'll be our full roster of questions to make it to the big show and compete to be this week's champion. But this one is a really great one. What's the most thoughtful gift you ever received, and who was it from? I'm telling you, like, first off, what's more fun than getting a gift, right? It's like that Amazon package shows up. I even like that. And that's like nowhere near as great as when somebody that you love, somebody that you know gives you something that expresses, the way that they feel about you. That's what's great about a gift. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. JJ, what have you seen out there that among the fan answers that struck you as being, a gift worth giving?
Well, I found an amazing answer from Beaton, and this is definitely a gift worth giving because he received his first soccer jersey from his mom and dad, and he cites that gift that he got when he was younger for kickstarting, pun intended, his love for soccer. I think it definitely, like, when you're a kid, the gifts that you receive, they aren't just like very thoughtful and they don't just mean a lot. They can shape your life. They can move you in certain directions, get you interested in certain activities. So this answer definitely speaks to that, I think.
Yeah, so parents, be careful out there what you give their kids. Don't give them a chemistry set when what they really want is a soccer ball. JJ, thank you very much for that. And Trish, what did you see out there in the fan answers that, I don't know, was a great present?
I found an answer from Sadie, who said she got a cat backpack as a Christmas gift from her boyfriend. This isn't just a backpack covered in cats. It's one of those backpacks that your cat sits in, and there's one of those bubble windows for him to look out of. And she says that's the entire reason that she moved in with her boyfriend.
Oh, that's amazing. But they definitely have like the same kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Where are you going to take your cat? Does your cat really want to go and sit in a restaurant or something like that? I don't know.
It's cute.
I don't know. Take your dog. That's what I say. But I do like cats. I just don't think that they want to come shopping with me. But what do I know? What do I know? My favorite comes from Blythe. Blythe, I guess that she was on an extended trip. Maybe she was studying overseas or something like that, but she was in another country and she was separated from her family and from her friends from a really long time. And so they got together and they put together a scrapbook of photos and letters that just sort of reminded her of how much they love and care for her. And you can imagine, if you're feeling a little lonely, what that must have felt like to get a gift like that, knowing that somebody went page by page and was thinking about you the whole time. And I think that the lesson of this gift, because I just love this one, is that it's really not about how much money you spend or whether you got the latest gadget or something like that. It's really just about whether you're giving a gift that just expresses the way that you feel about another person. I just think it's an awesome, awesome gift. Blythe, congratulations. You're lucky to have friends like that.
Oh, extremely lucky. I know that for me, one of my friends was also traveling abroad. He's actually currently traveling abroad. And some of my friends got together and put together a very similar gift where it was like a scrapbook of letters and other gifts. And through that, we learned that it's not just about putting together a thoughtful and creative gift. It's also coordinating international shipping and paying those costs. So definitely, this answer definitely speaks to that.
All right.
Yeah. Well, as we mentioned, today's QOTD is not the only one you can answer. We have 5 other questions that you can answer and a bevy of incredible responses already. So you want to take a moment to honor one of those answers with most moving moment. That's in response to Monday's question. Tell us about a time a stranger brought a smile to your face or a tear to your eye. We have a heartwarming story from Brittany, so let us take a watch.
Okay. A time a stranger brought a smile to my face and a tear to my eye. In my early 20s, I was insanely broke, just poor. And I was on my way to try to pawn a DVD player, but they didn't take it because they already have a million of them. And I was trying to pawn it for gas money. So they didn't want my DVD player. I'm driving home. I run out of gas. So I'm just like sitting in my car crying. I'm not really sure what to do. And this guy and his mom, they pull over to see what's wrong. And I'm like, oh, tried to pawn this for gas money and it didn't work. And now I'm out of gas and I can't get home. And not only did they put gas in my car, they they bought a gas can and, filled it up, came back, put gas in my car, and then handed me cash so I could also get something to eat that day. And it just always stuck with me because there was no judgment. They didn't say like, well, why are you poor? Are you on drugs? Or, it was just, they just saw someone in trouble and they were like, what do you need? And it just sticks with me. And so now I try to pay that forward and be that way with people also.
JJ goes back to your answer earlier about how a gift can change the trajectory of your life. I mean, it looks like she's really got her act together, and who knows, maybe it was this one moment that just shaped her life and put her on a different path. And, what a valuable gift. And from strangers who don't even know you. It's an incredibly, inspiring story.
Yes, a well-deserved win from Brittany. Thank you so much for sharing. And fans, you still have one day left to submit your own videos. Go to beontheair.com to record your answers now, and you can vote for your favorite videos and maybe even get yourself on the air.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. JJ and Trish, thanks a lot for being with me and with everybody this morning. I want to particularly thank everybody who recorded today. I appreciate the fact that you shared. I know it's not the easiest thing to do is to put yourself out there. And I think it's incredible. You're what makes this community so special. So thanks a lot. And for those of you who haven't recorded yet, go ahead and click that orange record button and tell us a little bit about yourself. We can't wait to see you on TV.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
This show was truly a gift.
Yes.